87 million years ago, this ocean had a problem. This is Mosasaurus hoffmannii, 12 meters, 4 tons, apex predator of the late Cretaceous seas. Nothing in this ocean could challenge it, but something was already killing it, and it had nothing to do with teeth. Platypdella mosasauri, a parasite specific to this animal. They bored through the skin, dozens of them, feeding constantly. The fossil record shows these parasites on almost every adult mosasaur specimen we've found. This wasn't a minor irritation, it was constant, relentless, inescapable. Chronic parasite load weakens the immune system. It slows metabolic efficiency. An infested mosasaur lost condition. It hunted less efficiently. It couldn't reach them. Every day, the infestation grew, and nothing in 87 million years of ocean life had ever solved it. Platypdella mosasauri belongs to a group called monogenean flatworms. They start as free-swimming larvae, barely visible. The moment one touches a mosasaur, it locks on. They reproduced on the host. The colony doubled, then doubled again. Each one drilled a feeding tube through the skin. The tissue beneath became inflamed, then infected. So the mosasaur did what any large animal does. It scraped against rock, against the seafloor, against anything. The rock didn't remove them. It opened new wounds alongside them. Rolling didn't work. Pressure diving didn't work. The parasites outlasted everything the animal could do to its own body. This wasn't one animal's problem. Plesiosaurs carried them. Other mosasaur species carried them. The entire large fauna was compromised. We know because the parasites fossilized on the animals themselves. Their attachment scars are still readable in rock. A heavily parasitized animal wasn't just uncomfortable. It was a slower predator. Missed hunts. Missed hunts meant starvation crept closer. Weakened animals lost territory, lost breeding access,
lost their rank in the hierarchy. The problem had no solution. Until a small fish made a decision no fish had made before. This fish was 30 centimeters long. No armor, no venom, no speed that would save it from anything in this ocean. What it was looking at could end it in a single reflex. And it swam toward it, not away, toward. Every other living thing was going the other direction. The fish stopped near the infestation. Those parasites were food. The mosasaur noticed it. The mosasaur didn't strike. The fish made contact. It ate one. The mosasaur felt it. The constant itch under that spot. Gone. The fish fed. The monster went still. Something registered in the mosasaur's nervous system. This thing touching it was removing the pain. After 12 minutes, one patch was clear. The fish moved to the next cluster. This was the beginning of something that hadn't existed in 87 million years of ocean life. A deal. No words.
No understanding on either side. Just a moment where what each animal needed happened to match. The fish worked its way toward the jaw, between the teeth. The mosasaur could have ended this with a quarter-second reflex. It didn't. Over the next hour, the mosasaur opened its mouth wider. The fish entered. Parasites covered the inner jaw tissue. The fish removed them. The single most dangerous place in this ocean, and the fish was working it. Cleaning symbiosis. One organism removes parasites from another. Both benefit. You've seen this, the remora on a shark. That's the modern version. 87 million years earlier, the relationship was younger, less perfect. The Cretaceous cleaner hadn't finished evolving the disc. But the behavior, reading the signal, working the host, leaving safely, was already there. Within days, the mosasaur returned to the same location, the same spot, the same depth. The fish was already there when it arrived. A location had become a cleaning station. The mosasaur that left the station moved differently from the one that arrived. It hunted with power it had lost weeks earlier. Other fish had watched. The infestation that grew for weeks was cleared in one session. This animal was being restored, and every time it returned, the fish were there. A system had formed. Within a week, a second mosasaur found it. The fish no longer feared the largest predators in this ocean. The fish transferred between clients without hesitation. The station became a revolving door. Other species found it. A plesiosaur's parasites concentrated along its neck. The fish adapted their approach. Animals that avoided each other tolerated proximity at the station. This behavior still exists. Every coral reef on Earth has cleaning stations. Fish queue for them. Sharks slow their approach. The cleaner wrasse today uses almost identical behavior. The approach posture, the signal, the client's open-mouth invitation. All of it traces back. The fish had a signal, a specific movement that told the predator, "I am not prey," and the mosasaur had learned to read it. What started as one fish eating parasites off one animal had become an institution. The fish moved through the ecosystem with immunity no speed could have given it. Even predators with no parasite problem recognized the cleaner. Generation by generation, the attachment disc was improving. Fish that attached better had more food. More food meant more offspring. Those offspring were born with better discs. Natural selection was building the remora. For millions of years, this system worked. The mosasaur at the top of its condition, the cleaner fish safe in its niche. Until something came that hadn't learned any of this. A dominant mosasaur, battle-scarred, carrying a heavier infestation than anything that had come before. Everything else cleared. The fish approached. The fish signaled.
The same way it always did. The signal didn't register. The mosasaur snapped. The station cleared. The infestation kept going. Without cleaners, it always does. It left having gained nothing. The regular clients returned. The system repaired itself. But the aggressive mosasaur came back. The infestation had gotten worse. Without cleaners, parasites multiply. The fish watched it come. Something had changed. The pain had overridden the aggression. The fish tried again. This time, the mosasaur held. The mosasaur felt what pain relief felt like. 2 weeks earlier, this animal had nearly killed the fish. Now it held its mouth open for them. The station had tamed something nothing else could. The cleaning station became a permanent fixture of this corner of the Cretaceous Sea. And where one station formed, others followed. Fish in other areas learned it independently. An ocean full of problems had found an answer to one of them. 70 grams of fish, enabling 4,000 kilograms of predator to run at full capacity. The Cretaceous ocean at its peak. 70 million years of evolution finding answers. Then, 66 million years ago, something fell from the sky. The Chicxulub impact wiped out 75% of all species on Earth. The mosasaur was gone within months. The cleaning stations sat empty. The cleaners had no clients, so they found new hosts. Sharks carried parasites too. The fish adapted. 66 million years of evolution later. The disc is now perfect. The behavior is now instinctual. The same dance, the same open jaw signal, the same transaction. What that first fish worked out in the Cretaceous is still running in the ocean today. We have the fossil evidence. Mosasaur scales with parasite attachment scars. Published in peer-reviewed literature, the parasite Platybdella mosasauri is real, identified from fossil material. The cleaning relationship is inferred from behavioral comparison with modern symbiosis. Every time you see a remora, you're watching something that survived the asteroid. The hosts changed, the relationship didn't. The mosasaur lasted through 5 million years of the Late Cretaceous. An extinction-level event took it in months. The station site has been on the seafloor for 66 million years. Somewhere under the Atlantic, the chalk layers are still there. The rock arch might still be there. A fish that weighed 70 grams, feeding a predator that weighed 4,000 kilograms. One animal had a problem, another had the solution. That was the entire arrangement. That transaction is still running. In every ocean on Earth right now, parasites are being removed from animals that couldn't remove them alone. The mosasaur's solution outlived the mosasaur by 66 million years. And it's still running.